Behind the name of every car company, there's a story. Sometimes it's as simple as the name of the family who founded it. Sometimes it's an acronym for a phrase people don't seem to remember. The story behind Audi, however, is that little bit more interesting. A village boy who was fascinated by machines and engineering, and finally, he built one of the most iconic automobile brands in the world.
Hey Audi, take me to the nearest gas station.
This is the story of August Horch, the founder of Audi. August was born in a lower-middle-class family on October 12, 1868, in a small village in Germany. August had a challenging early life and faced numerous struggles before achieving success. One of the biggest struggles that August faced was financial problems. He grew up in a family where they had to struggle daily. From a young age, August was fascinated by machines and engineering, but his parents didn't let him to do what he liked the most about. That's why he had always conflicts and complicated relationships with his parents, and he was always frustrated and disappointed. But this is not the end. His fate was even worse than you thought. Unfortunately, the village he grew up was full of uneducated and isolated people. The villagers were demotivating him, and sometimes they even laughed at him because he was different from them. Many people doubted his ability to succeed, and this made it difficult for him to stay motivated. As August never enjoyed going to school, he left school life in a hurry and started to spend most of his time working on his parents' farm as a machinist. He was a hard-working young boy who was curious about how machines and tools work, but he knew working on a farm won't change his fortune. He was so desperate to learn more about machines and engineering that he left his village and started to work as a laborer in shipbuilding. Despite working as a shipbuilder, the road to success was still difficult for him. However, he never lost his faith in his dreams and took all the odds as a life lesson, and from where the story began to turn interesting. In 1896, Horch began to work for Carl Benz, who was a renowned German automobile engineer. Horch gained valuable experience and knowledge in the field of engine construction from him. As August Horch worked as a shipbuilder with practical experience in shipmaking and knowledge from the man who invented the car in the first place, August Horch had a head start that many engineers couldn't even dream of. But he wasn't satisfied with this. So after working with Carl Benz for several years, August Horch finally decided to open his own automobile company called A. Horch & Co. in November 1899. However, the journey wasn't that easy for him like always. When he started Audi, he had very little money and had to rely on loans to get the company off the ground. August took loans from his friends and local banks, and that was a huge risk for him and the company itself. But you know what? August wasn't a person to give up his hope yet. Horch was a gifted engineer and entrepreneur. He worked so hard with his engineers that the company quickly became one of the leading automobile manufacturers in Germany. This marked the beginning of his entrepreneurial journey in the automotive industry. The company produced its first car in 1901 and went on to establish itself as a reputable automobile manufacturer. In the beginning, August Horch was making high-quality cars that were both luxurious and useful, that some people even considered Horch's car better than other German automobiles. After having all of these successes with the company, August had to face an unfortunate event. Despite the positive response, August Horch and his company faced financial difficulties. To get rid of such a crisis, the company started to gather more partners and get the financial support it needed. But after working in the companies for almost 10 years, August Horch finally decided to part ways because of the disagreement he was having with others. But as always, Horch didn't just stop there. Rather, he stood up like a rising star and founded a new automobile company in Zwickau, Germany in 1910, which he named Audi Automobilwerke GmbH. The name Audi is the Latin translation of his last name, Horch. This marked the beginning of the Audi brand. However, his misfortune caught him back again, and this time, August Horch was sued by his former partners Horch and Sy for using August Horch's own name. At that time, his name was copyrighted by Horch and Sy, so he couldn't use his name to open another company because of this. August Horch had no other choice but to rename the company and announced Audi as the official name of the company. In the latter year, Audi brought its first car into the market, Audi Type A, with a total number of 140 vehicles in 1911, and the Audi Type B in 1912 was a huge success. But when the Audi Type C came into the market, it became a big hit for German civilian and army personnel. The Audi Type C was a well-bought and well-performed car that won the Austrian Alpine Rally 3 years in a row, and this made Audi's automobile journey to a superior level. Audi was growing with more luxurious and expensive modern models. Even they started to manufacture trucks that were quickly recognized for their robustness and reliability. Unfortunately, this glory didn't last long. After the outbreak of the First World War in 1914, August Horch was forced to manufacture cars and sell them to the army of the German Empire. Audi was a part of the Volkswagen VW empire, which is the reason why they had been under pressure to cut costs, and they were fined $25 billion and penalties for emissions cheating. The company also exploited slave labor under the Nazi regime on a massive scale. This fell the company to a huge department and started to become bankrupt. August was so disappointed that he decided to leave the company. However, after the war, Horch returned to the company and helped to rebuild it. This was a new challenge for him, and he had to learn quickly in order to keep the company running smoothly. But things didn't go in a way as he had expected. To save the fate of the company, August Horch was desperate for the project of the Audi Type R, which was called Imperator. Unfortunately, this third model was a failure, and Horch had to deal with economic downfall that affected the company's bottom line. So, in 1920, Horch was forced to sell the company. Despite his struggles, Horch's cars were known for their fine engineering and stylish craftsmanship. His contributions laid the foundation for the success of Audi as a renowned automobile manufacturer. He is considered one of the fathers of the German automobile industry. In 1932, Audi Werke AG merged with three other German automakers, DKW, Horch and Wanderer, to form Auto Union AG. The four companies were represented by the four interlocking rings. Auto Union AG was a successful company, but it was also hit hard by World War II. After the war, the company was divided up by the Allies. In the 1960s, Auto Union, the parent company of Audi, was acquired by Volkswagen. After that, the brand made a critical decision. Audi introduced the world to the concept of front-wheel drive and revolutionized automotive engineering. The Audi 100 was launched in 1968, which became a huge success. It was a game-changer that set the stage for the brand's modern identity, from the sporty Audi TT that'll make you feel like James Bond while driving, and the elegant A8 that will make you not come back from the highway. Moreover, the evolution of Audi's designs is remarkable. Audi's unmistakable design language took the company to a whole new level. Sleek lines, bold grilles, and those iconic four interlocked rings that signify a union of four pioneering automakers. It's like the Avengers assembling. But for car geeks, Audi still continues to grow and expand its innovative technologies, establishing itself as a leader in luxury and performance vehicles. From just a dream of a young village boy to the global powerhouse that Audi is today, Audi's commitment to quality and innovation has made it a leader in the automotive world, and its legacy continues to inspire generations to come. Now Audi remains a prominent player in the automotive industry, known for its range of luxury vehicles. Audi's not slowing down anytime soon because they're pushing the boundaries with electric and autonomous tech, like the sleek and futuristic Audi AI concept car. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it's very real and very exciting. With cutting-edge technology, sustainable practices, and a commitment to customer satisfaction, Audi continues to shape the future of mobility. They're not just building cars, they're creating the future.